Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going over the trending comics of the week. These are comics that are seeing huge increases in sales compared to the previous weeks, and we're going to go over why that is. Don't forget that at 500 subscribers, I'm doing this completely free giveaway for this X-Men number 221, the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. Let's get into this one, you guys. First up on the list, we have Silver Surfer number 8. The reason for this one taking off right now is that Colin Stonley has reportedly been cast in the Marvels. So we're actually seeing a huge increase of 2,350% compared to the previous week. So this is an issue that is selling a lot of copies right now, and it's a Silver Surfer comic, so that's pretty cool. This is something that could be worth picking up once this hype kind of dies down a little, but definitely something to have on the radar. Next up, we have Strange Academy number 16, and this is the first full appearance of Howie. And in April 2022, it was a speculation that Howie may have connection to Werewolf by Night. So that's why we're seeing such an increase in sales. We're seeing an increase of 1,100% in copies sold compared to the previous week. So that's a huge uptick in copies sold. And that's something to definitely pay attention to if the rumors are true, because this comic could increase in value a lot. Next up on the list, we have Vision and the Scarlet Witch number 12. Of course, the first appearance of Billy and Tommy. I just went over this the other day with the comic book news, and we're seeing an increase in sales of 900% compared to the previous week. Again, be careful on this one because it could be just a flashback, and that's why we see Billy and Tommy. However, I think that Marvel's going to be doing a Young Avengers series or movie, and I think that we're definitely going to see Billy and Tommy again because they would be great to have a role in the Young Avengers. Next up on the list, we have Paranormal Hitmen number 1. And this is seeing an increase in sales because in April 2022, it was optioned for a TV series. And we're seeing an increase in sales sold compared to the previous week of 800%. So that's up 800% in copies sold. So that's pretty big. Again, a comic to kind of keep your eye on, but this is not one that I'm really going to be paying attention to too much, but we could definitely see some good sales if you guys could pick one up for a good price. Next up, we have Spider-Man number 5, and this is the first appearance of the third Spider-Woman, Maddie Franklin, and it's also the first appearance of the fourth Spider-Woman, Scarlet Witter. It's been rumored that Sydney Sweeney is actually going to be playing Scarlet Witter in Madam Web, which is really unfortunate because I think that she would be an amazing Black Cat. And now we're seeing an increase in copies sold compared to the previous week of 567%. So a big uptick in sales, and something to kind of keep your eye on because you don't know if she's actually going to be it or not. So this one could come down a lot, but we'll see. Next up, another one that was in the news recently, we have The Crow number 1, the second appearance of The Crow. But this is a great issue, and it got The Crow right on the cover, so you got him right on the cover, so that's really cool. And we're seeing an increase in sales sold compared to the previous week of 500%. And remember, this is because Bill Skarsgård has been cast in the Crow movie, so they're actually finally making a new Crow movie. Again, another one that we'll have to see how they do. I think he's a great actor, so it could be a really good movie, but again, we'll have to see. Next up, we have Werewolf by Night number 1. This is a different Werewolf by Night, and it's the first appearance of Werewolf by Night, the Jake Gomez version of Werewolf by Night. In November of 2021, it was confirmed that we're getting a Werewolf by Night series, but we don't know if we're going to get the Jack Russell version or the Jake Gomez version of Werewolf by Night. So that's why this one has a big increase in sales sold. We're seeing an increase of 420% of copies sold compared to last week. So that's a pretty big gain. And this is one that, could be kind of on your spec radar. You could kind of get lucky and get a good issue, and then it could pay off. But again, another one that if he doesn't come, then this one might tank. Next up, we have Battlestar Galactica number 1. And in October of 2020, it was a rumor that there was a movie in development, actually. And recently, it was featured on Reggie Collect's YouTube channel, and that's why I guess we're seeing an uptick in sales, because this definitely could be a sleeper comic. But we're seeing an increase in sales sold compared to the previous week of 420%. So this could be something to be on the watch out for. If that movie does finally get a trailer or something, we could see a huge increase in copies sold and a huge increase in price. Next up on the list, we got Secret Avengers number 19, and this is the debut of the Moon Knight costume white business suit. After episode 2 of Moon Knight, we're seeing an increase in sales of copies sold 360% compared to the previous week. So that's definitely something that's affecting it right now. The Moon Knight series, I think, is really cool and really awesome, and this could definitely be a comic to take off and retain some value over time. So this could be a good one to own and just hold on to, especially if you can get it for a deal. Next up, another repeat comic that we've seen before. We've got Fantastic Four number 205, the first appearance of the Nova Corps. And it's also the first appearance of Rule, who later becomes the Protector. This is a great issue with Nova coming because the Nova Corps is probably coming with him. That's pretty much a guarantee if we see Nova. But we're seeing an increase in sale and copies sold of 250% compared to the previous week. So definitely a comic to have on your radar. Definitely something that could really jump in value over time, especially when we get more news or a trailer for Nova. Next up on the list, we got Crisis on Infinite Earth number 1. And we're seeing an increase in sales sold of 250% this week because there are rumors that we're going to see a Crisis event in the upcoming Flash movie. So that's definitely something to have your eye on. And it definitely could be something, like with DC and what they do, it's you never know with them. So this could be a comic that could increase a lot in value and increase a lot in sales sold. So it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Next up on the list, we got West Coast Avengers number 56. This is the first appearance of Dark Scarlet. Of course, we see Wanda, Scarlet Witch, all dark in the new Doctor Strange trailers. So we're seeing an increase in copies sold of 233% compared to the last week. This is a really cool issue and a really cool cover. And remember, it's her first cover appearance of it. She takes on that form in West Coast Avengers number 55. So the issue right before that, if you want the first appearance issue of it. Next up, we have Miles Morales Spider-Man number 13. And this is the first appearance of Billy Morales, sister of Miles Morales. We're seeing an increase of copies sold of 206% compared to the last week. This one's on the list due to an upcoming arc beginning of Miles Morales number 37. So it's a weird one to be on the list because of that, but still, Miles Morales is a super popular character, so anything attached is going to definitely increase in value if it's a good key issue. Next up on the list, we've got X-Men number 130. This is the first appearance of the Dazzler. It's also the second appearance of Kitty Pryde and the second appearance of Emma Frost. It's also the first appearance of Sebastian Shaw, the Black King. So this is a great issue to own, and this is an awesome X-Men comic to be into. X-Men are definitely coming. We don't know when, but we do believe that they're coming very soon, and there's so many characters that they could do, and hopefully they do the Dazzler because the Dazzler is a super popular character. We're seeing an increase in copies sold of 158% compared to the previous week, so definitely something that's increasing in value. We're seeing an increase in copies sold because Carlos Gomez, for future title X-Terminators, teased that we could see the Dazzler. So who knows if we will. That's a weird reason. That's going to do it for this one, everybody. Thank you for sticking around to the end. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought, and I will be doing this giveaway for this X-Men number 221 at 500 subscribers. And until then, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.